Guys, there are huge financial problems for IDW right now that could end up being detrimental to their Sonic run. Now, if you aren't aware already, the comic industry has not been doing so hot for the better half of the past decade, and let me tell you guys right now, IDW is no exception to the rule. This past January, they reported their losses for 2022, which ended up totaling to 1.9 million, despite the amazing work of the likes of Ian Flynn, Tyson Hess, Evan Stanley, and many others on the Sonic team. It seems that the licensing of creative properties have put the company in some hot water. If you keep up with the video game industry, then this might sound pretty similar to what Telltale Games went through a few years back. They too acquired licenses to popular franchises such as Batman, Game of Thrones, and most notably The Walking Dead. As time went on and sales dwindled for Telltale, the licensing of all these properties finally took their toll on the company, which ultimately led to their demise. Now, IDW Publishing, despite being smaller than the likes of Marvel and DC, almost exclusively run their company on licensing like Telltale. So as we know, they have the Sonic license, but they have also licensed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Star Trek, Transformers, and My Little Pony, just to name a few. Now, this wouldn't be a big deal if the comics were selling well, which they aren't, or if they had a big parent company to keep them afloat, much like Marvel and DC, which they are also lacking. So these problems have already led them to losing several licenses, which is pretty worrying if you're a Sonic fan. To make matters even worse, IDW's stock has plummeted to just barely over $1 from the date I'm recording this. Now, if IDW starts pulling the plug on a few more series in order to save the company from going under, I don't think that Sonic will be going, and hear me out on why. At least according to Amazon's rankings, Sonic comics are consistently in the top 5 for IDW's bestsellers, right up there with the Ninja Turtles. So that's a pretty good sign, and the fanbase overall has given these comics a very warm reception. I think that the bigger worry here is that IDW either goes under or Sega ends the license with them. Now, hopefully it never ends up coming down to that. However, IDW is going to have to start turning out a profit because you can't operate on a loss forever. Hopefully IDW will be able to stay afloat because I think that the team working on the comics have been very influential in this Sonic resurgence that we've seen since the movie came out. Anyways, I just wanted to give a quick heads up to people that, may have not been aware of this situation that IDW is facing, because I know these comics mean a lot to many people. Personally, it got me back into comics and made me even more invested in Sonic. A lot of you have told me about Sonic Rebound, which is fan-made animations and voice acting for the comics. It's really good stuff, and you can tell how much passion the team working on it has put into it. These comics have inspired so much talented artistry from the community, so I'd hate to see it go. I'll keep you all posted as more comes out with time, but till then guys, take care.